Hi, everybody. I'm trying to go live on Instagram as well. Oh dear, maybe it's not worked. Oh well. I'm going live on other places and I'm hoping it's gone live on Instagram too. I just have come here to meet with those of you who are struggling today. Everybody is going, Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas. And for some people, it is not happy, it is not merry. And I can imagine that you feel alone and you are struggling with that, where there's an expectation to be happy, but you might feel broken inside and alone. And I just wanted to be a space for a moment in your day that wasn't bypassing what you feel, where you felt empty and disconnected and not loved. So I want to share a few words with those of you who may be neurodivergent and you were triggered by the noise or the chewing or changes or textures or new foods. Or maybe you're the parent who has looked after everybody else and made sure their stockings are full, but yours is the one that's empty. And so you hide it because you don't want to hide. You don't want your kids to think that Santa didn't come because nobody thought of you. You might be somebody who's estranged or not in contact, and you're grieving the loss and struggling with the mixed messages or contact from people or lack of contact, or just feeling so abandoned and alone, or feeling so unloved and having to remove yourself from abuse. You may be a recovering addict, and being around this period where there's so much drink is so triggering and takes so much energy to stay sober. You may be somebody who has to be around people who are bigoted and seeing everybody around the table ignoring or laughing, and you just feel so twisted inside, and your voice of saying this isn't okay, you then get scapegoated and told, oh, it's just a joke, and nobody cares about the reality of the racism or transphobia or homophobia that is being said. You may be single after a divorce and it's this year without your kids, or it's you alone doing everything with the kids. You may be grieving the loss of a loved one, or not having the kids that you so desperately wanted. You may be with folk who don't get you, who don't see you, who don't value you, and you just feel, even though there are lots of people around, that you're invisible. Or you may be around abusive and a neglectful family that is just devastating on your heart, and you're really struggling with it. I want you to know that I get it, and I'm here for you. I'm here for you to show up in a way that all that you feel is so welcome today. You don't need to be happy. You don't need to be cheery. All your feelings matter. What I do want to do is, instead of you sitting alone just with your grief or your anger or your bitterness or your hurt, I want to bring some love to all the feelings that you may be feeling today, whether it's hurt that you're invisible, or whether it's angry and indignant about comments that are shared, or people not honoring your boundaries, or being alone. You may be feeling resentful or bitter or completely shut down, or having a meltdown and feeling ashamed and wrong. You may be feeling levels of shame or guilt for not being who other people wanted you to be, or you might feel sad or silenced or grieving or desperate inside. All your feelings are welcome. The other behaviors of taking it out on other people are not. But if you do that, you can repair and apologize and say, I care about you. This is what I did. I took my stuff out on you. I can understand that hurt you or made you upset. I was wrong. I'm sorry. And I'm now going to make amends. Can I give you a hug? Can I make you a drink? Can I care for you? I'm sorry I did that. If you have had people taking out their hurts and angers out on you today, and they don't have capacity to care for you, I want to apologize on their behalf for you. I am sorry today on a special day that I took my feelings out on you. You didn't deserve that. What I did was wrong. I can understand your hurt and your shutdown and your anger and your upset. It wasn't okay of me. You don't deserve that. You never deserve to be treated badly. I'm really sorry. And to make amends, well, I'm not them, but maybe I can offer you a gift. In a few moments, I'll put a link for you and I'll give you an inner child meditation to help you make you safe and protected and support you in rescuing you from spaces that are not healthy for you. I'll just put that up for you so that you can click on it and get the link. Let me find it. So here's a gift that you can, I'm just going to get it and put it in the comments too. You can get this. And it's a free gift from me that you can get, and you'll be able to weave some love into yourself. If you're alone or you need a moment, there are 3 meditations there on getting safe and on feeling protected and cared for and taking yourself out of, rescuing you from toxic situations. So I just want to take a moment and breathe some love and care into you. Somebody messaged me saying that they were really struggling today, and me reaching out, and I did a video for my Restore members, and they just shared it made such a difference to them. And my kid said, Mum, I think you should do a video for everybody so that everybody who's feeling alone today can feel loved. So I want you to just find in your body where you're feeling what you're feeling, whether you're feeling hurt, angry, sad. You might be feeling merry and joyous too. You can put your hand on that, and I want you to breathe into whatever you're feeling: hurt, alone, upset, unseen, nobody noticing you, or folk aren't grateful for you for all you've done. I want you to put a hand on that part and just say welcome. What you feel matters. I matter. You matter. We matter. And just welcome all that you're feeling. I want you to smile into your heart and say to your heart, I'm learning to care for you. I can't always get it right, but I want to get it right because you deserve to get it right. And I want you to breathe in some love. And if you don't feel any love right now, you can breathe in my love and care for you. And you might in your head be going, she can't care for me. I do. But if you've had a lot of abuse and neglect, you've learned to believe that you don't deserve it, and that's not the truth. You utterly do deserve it. And I'm sorry that you've had experiences in your life where you feel unloved and unmet. And all the tears that you feel are so welcome. I'm sending you so much care. I want us to breathe in some release breaths together. But before we do that, I want you to imagine the kindest, sweetest, most loving part of you standing behind you with your hands on your shoulders. And if you don't feel very loving and kind, you can imagine my hands on your shoulders saying, hey, I'm here for you. I've got your back. You might want to touch your shoulders for a moment. And then I want you to just rub your arms alternatively like a little butterfly. And just say to yourself, I'm here for you. I'm learning to be here for you. And then I want you to imagine a little dial inside of you where you're turning yourself to a place where you feel comfortable, where your emotions are not dead and your emotions are not too high. And I want you to see in your body like a leveling thing where in this level, like, when you're doing painting or you're putting up a shelf, you check the level, and that's to see if it's level sideways. I want us to do it this way and check. In the middle is your optimum. But if you are too high and thinking you're superior or above everybody, you're going to treat them like they're worse than you or they're not as important as you. So I want you to bring that down to a level where you are equal, because everybody is equal. Nobody is better than the other. And if you're feeling yourself like looking at everybody else like you are suffering and you're not worthy and your self-esteem is low and you see everybody else as being loved, I want you to raise that level so that your self-esteem raises with it, of going, I am equal to everybody. I am deserving of love and care and goodness too. And just feel that level of where you're not begging for love or care or goodness. You are equal. You are both equal. And feel that equality in you. If you're not getting it, if you're not getting love from the folk around you, I want you to raise that love in yourself and know what you deserve, and take my love from here and begin to feed yourself off it so that you know that you are lovable. And now we feel that equality. And now that we do that, I want you to smile and breathe in this love, this sense of goodness inside of you. And we're going to do 3 release breaths that we're going to breathe into our heart and circulate that love into all of us. Okay? Are you ready to do it together? So the release breaths are like this. We breathe in once, and then a second time, and then a big release breath with a big sigh. And then the second one, I want you to imagine the whole room. And again, and a big sigh. And that's something you can do in a tense room to release the tension. And now I want you to imagine across the universe that we're releasing the tension in the whole world, because there are pockets in the world that are suffering. So breathe in big and far and wide. I want you to imagine beyond you other people who are alone, and breathe this love into them so that they can just wake up to seeds of love inside of them. Wherever you are, whatever you're struggling with, I really care about you, and I'm sending you so much love today. And know that you are so worthy and deserving of love and care and goodness. And know this, today is just one day. It's just one day. And I want you to take it one step at a time. It doesn't matter what order things go. What matters is the level of love. If you're feeling yourself depleted, just fill yourself up, take a pause, breathe in. The attitude of love is more important than the gifts, than the food. It's just food. If it gets burnt, you can have toast. It doesn't matter. What matters is you loving you and loving everyone around you. And if you're alone, I want you to know that I care about you. I am with you, and I'm sending you so, so much love. Sometimes it can be hard to love ourselves, especially on days like this. So I am sending you extra love today. Sending love from me and my kids, Lau and Treya, to your home and to all of those in your home. While we aren't Christian, we are doing Christmas and opening ourselves to the love that there is. And I'm sending you care, kindness, compassion, and space to welcome all these parts inside of us, the multitudes within us that are all deserving of so much love and care and goodness. Sometimes what I do on my worst days is I write down all the different feelings that are there, and I empathize with each one of them, letting each one of them know that they're welcome, so that you don't have to bypass or pretend anything. But what I do hope for you is that you can bring love to all that you feel, because all you feel is so worthy and deserving of care. And when you do that, you won't take out those feelings on others, because in loving you, you'll have more capacity to love them too. All right. If you're finding that hard, just imagine me with you, putting my arm around you, giving your cheek a kiss, giving you a hug, and letting you know you're so worthy and deserving. Just feel a big embrace. Imagine me giving you a snuggly hug where you feel warm and cared for. All right, beautiful soul. I'm sending you so much love. Go well. And don't worry about a happy Christmas or a Merry Christmas. How about a loving Christmas? All right. Love to you.